Uh, I've seen memes about how somebody can be a people person and people got in the way. Yeah, I think that's the story of my life. That sure explains things I've dealt with lately. Like being at home. You'd think that that would be a safe haven. No, not necessarily. I get home, I get out of my car, and then I see a dude that's drinking a quart bottle of beer near me, sitting in the back of the minivan, and then he asks me right away if I have cigarettes. No, I do not. So then I start walking on my way, the final journey to my home. And then he said, one more question. Do you have any old phones? No, I do not. I'm tired. I've got to go. And it's like, one of them made more sense than the other, but in the end, I had to be honest with him. That was just plain too weird on all accounts. When I told a coworker about it, she said, oh, it sounds scary. And it's like, no, it was just annoying. I don't think I was ever in danger. It's not something I have to deal with every day. Thankfully, I have the after-work routine, and that was holding me up, so of course I was going to get cranky. All right, other thing that can happen at home. Sometimes I have to go check the mail in my building, and I'm doing my best to shorten that because there's always a chance that somebody's going to be at the front door, knocking on the door, wanting to be let in because they don't have keys. And it's like, and then one time, somebody made a gesture which I think just meant turn the door handle. Yeah, I responded to that with an obscene gesture, which meant get your own key, get yourself in. I don't let people in if I don't know them, and I don't know my neighbors, so I don't let anyone in. I wish I was making that up. Well, I'm the bank employee, so that means tails from the bank, like tails from the crypt. What I like is most of the time I am left alone to do my best work because I work in the check shop. I print checks all day. But sometimes I still deal with weird things there too. Like somebody in the morning sleeping outside of an employee entrance under a park bench, and there's a backpack on top of the table, and then his bicycle next to the table, and it's like, yeah, I'm a big believer in letting sleeping dogs lie. None of that would have been worth checking what was there. It's like, I just hope you leave soon. You'll probably want to leave before the cops get there. Eventually you're going to attract some attention, I'm sure, because this was a suburb. This isn't Minneapolis or St. Paul where people are almost immune to it on the haves and have-nots. And then I overnight checks for various business lines. Not a big deal, except sometimes I get questions from the recipient saying, why did you send it? Because somebody told me to send it. Nothing unusual about most of them. Except there was one this evening where it was in my personal email, my Hotmail account. It's like, how did you find that? I still don't know. I said, I'm going to copy my work email account and deal with this Tuesday morning. I'll probably have to send you to customer service. It is for an out-of-town sports team, and I figured it was probably for game tickets. That's why I put ticket office when I was creating the overnight label. And it's like, they know more than most people. Maybe I should just take ownership of this and not take it to customer service. Seems like it might be a good game plan because who else, what else might they have found out about me besides my personal email account? I mean, there's nothing embarrassing they're going to find. It's like, I don't have a police record except for traffic tickets, and those were years ago. But it's like, wow. Well, that means sometimes I still do some fun things from time to time, like go to meetup events, like with microbreweries. There's one friend I've known from these events, and she's really fun to be around, except she was kind of weird at this one I went to on Thursday. just a few miles from where I live. And while there, she wanted to talk a lot about air fryers. She really likes her air fryer. How much? I'll tell you. She said she takes it when she goes on the road to ski trips, and it's like, damn, that must be really hard to do on taking it through security if you're flying. I told her I have a microwave oven. I'd like to think that meets my cooking needs well enough. And it's like, yeah, I'll probably just get by with my microwave oven for a little while longer. I mean, it has to be a really big improvement for me to change. Because things cost money. And then it was a 2-movie weekend for me. I went to see that Saturday Night Live movie, and then I saw one at a film festival. It was a road movie called Adventure Tom. And I got to see not only the writer-director of the movie because it was a film festival, but also the lead actors. It's like, whoa, worth it on what I paid, more than what I normally paid to see a movie. I also went to a booyah, a big vegetable soup at a church. And then I got spotted by somebody from a former job, and I got asked if I still do stand-up. Yep. But it's also a reminder of why I don't talk about it at my current job, because it was more trouble than it was worth. I just want to get my work done. I don't want people asking me to tell them jokes. One time I performed at that former job. They didn't pay me extra, so it's like, why did I do this? I'm still not sure, but I can correct it with new jobs, and I am only telling them I do karaoke. Nobody asks me to sing. Oh. Well, I guess that'll do it for me. Thank you all, been great.